of the cool things about Adobe XD is that it plays very nicely with Illustrator. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways of bringing in an Illustrator file into XD if you should ever need to use it. Okay, so one of the first things you can do is you can just simply copy and paste. So let's do that one first. I've got my little graphic here. I'm going to hit Command C on my Mac. If you're on a PC, hit Control C and then go select the artboard that you want to paste it on and just hit Command V or Control V if you are on your PC. Now let's take a look at how it looks. Go over to your layers panel. You'll see that I've got a new group 3. I'm going to dive in and then I've got this group 2 and now I can see the rectangle shape that I created inside of Illustrator, but then there's also got these paths, okay? Yeah, so it's everything that Illustrator needed to create this shape is brought over specifically into XD. Now, that could be important if you want to be able to manipulate something on a smaller level inside the graphic. If you don't need to do that, then I would just import it as an AI file. And let's see how that works, okay? So come up to File and then come down to Import. And I am going to take my image frame because after all, that's what I'm going to use this for. Now, this is going to bring it in the entire .ai in as another artboard. So I'm going to scroll out there so you can see it's down here on my lower left. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this and notice that it's just called Rectangle 9. Okay, so I'm not seeing all those extra little layers in there. I'm going to cut this by hitting Command X or Control X if you're on a PC. Paste it where you need it to go with either Command V or Control V. And then we're going to bring a couple of things in. Let me get rid of this old artboard here. All right, scroll in just a little bit. So what I'm looking at is how this guy is going to function. This one that we brought in by copying and pasting is going to work a little differently than the one that we brought in as a .ai file. So let me show you what that difference is. I've got some images here that I want to actually stick inside of these frames. These frames are going to act as an image frame. So the first one I'm going to do is this forest. I'm going to hover and I'm going to try to make sure that the one that I want it to go into turns blue. Now you'll notice that I can't do that on this first one. And this is that group 3 that I'm talking about, but I can do it on the other one that we brought in as the rectangle. So I'm just going to drop it. So you see that this is now forest, okay? If I come over here to group 3 and I select it, let's see what happens this time. I'm going to drop my other one in. Can I get it to highlight? Nope, I cannot get it to highlight, so I'm going to try it a different way. Let's click on group 2. You see how I'm having to dive down in here to really get this to function? Still not, yeah, still not. Let me click finally on the rectangle and see if that does it. Aha! Now that rectangle is highlighted and I can drop it. So depending on how you bring a file in, and if you choose to use it as an image frame, just make sure you are down at the right level to be able to place it inside, place your artwork inside of it. Okay. So that's one of the fun things about this. I love being able to use Illustrator files to create something interesting and unique and then bring that in as a placeholder, not a placeholder, but an image frame. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Have a good day, guys.